Hey, everybody. It's Deborah Dixon-Anderson here working in Midtown Manhattan today. And you know what? This is the Surprise Mindset Monday. Look at this view. I love this view. I'm right over here in Times Square on the 21st floor. And I got to tell you, this view is amazing. It even has where the ball is going to be dropping at the end of December for New Year's Eve. Right there, it has the 2025. It hasn't come up yet, but it does say where the ball is going to drop. So it's a gorgeous view, and I just felt really inspired um, and wanted to just hop on today and just talk a little bit about mindset and how important that is. Okay, so I see we got one person on with us. Welcome to Mindset Monday. Like I said, this is a surprise live that I'm doing. I didn't even know I was going to do this earlier today, but I felt inspired. Let me tell you why I felt inspired. I felt inspired because I had a wonderful meeting um, with a new client and business partner. I'm very excited about this partnership. I'll let you know who it is as soon as we can lock down some deals and stuff, lock everything down. But it's going to be a very powerful partnership I'm really excited about. But I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about mindset and how even I have to adjust my own mindset as I look at the goals that I want to go after. So many of us get very discouraged, right? We get discouraged. We decide what kinds of things we want to do with our business, with our life, with goals that we're trying to accomplish, and it just doesn't work out. And so, guess what? You always have to do. You have to pivot and do something else differently. We all have to do that. A lot of us have gotten discouraged. There's a lot of things going on today in our country. So some of us are going through a little bit of PTSD and just being depressed and don't not feeling really encouraged about or hopeful about the future. But let's talk about mindset and the importance of mindset. So when you have a business, you can't think of your business as a job. Okay, I have a couple of businesses that I operate, Light of Gold PR, Gold Wellness Circle. Hey, how are you? Charles said, oh my gosh, how nice. Welcome to Mindset Monday. Welcome. So it's Surprise Live, y'all. So just let's go with it. Enjoy. If you want to chime in, please do so. So when you face a tough decision like this week, you ask yourself, what would the CEO do? But guess what? You're the CEO of your business. You're also the CEO of your life if you don't have a business. Maybe things have changed. Maybe you're dissatisfied with your business, with your job. So you have to kind of like take the bull by the horns and figure out, how am I going to motivate myself? How am I going to innovate? How am I going to pivot? Do you have someone else that you could bounce this off of? Do you have some goals that have just you need to blow the dust off of? What do you have that you're not doing, that you're not accomplishing? Maybe you're still doing the same types of services. Hey, oh my God, I'm so excited. All of you who are hopping on, welcome, welcome, welcome. So, this is a Surprise Mindset Monday. So, welcome to the call. So, think about some things that you've always wanted to do that you just put on the back burner. Maybe this is the time to blow the dust off of that goal or that dream and go ahead and get started with it. So when things don't quite go your way, you do have to pivot. You have to look at doing things differently, because guess what? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting the same result. I've been guilty of that myself. So when you find yourself doing that, you have to find a way to change course. So that's one tip. So success isn't just about being busy, it's about being effective. So if you find that you're not being effective, then you might have to tweak what it is that you're doing. whether it's making your to-do list and not connecting it to a time on your calendar. For my to-do list, not only do I have to put it on my calendar, I also put all sorts of alarms in my phone to make sure that I'm getting these things done, because I have a lot of things coming at me. I know all of you do too. So staying on track with your goals, sometimes finding an accountability partner is really important to do as well. So practice saying no to things that don't directly serve your top business goal or your goals, your life goals. Start looking at saying no to things that are toxic, unhealthy, things that make you feel bad that you just don't want to keep doing anymore. Just stop doing those things and work on something different. There's a to-do list, and then you should have a not to-do list, something that you're not going to continue doing. What is that? So if you want to drop some comments into the chat, now's the time to do it. Drop it into the chat if you have any questions, if you have anything to add to what I'm saying about mindset. Okay, let's talk about something else. Write down your biggest mistake from last week. What was that? What was your biggest mistake from last week? Write it down. Guess what that's going to be for you? A lesson. It's a lesson. You messed up some kind of way. We all make mistakes. Use that lesson to make better decisions today. Is all part of the learning curve. Okay? Write down your biggest mistake. It doesn't matter what it was. It could be not staying on track with your goals, letting it fall to the cracks again, or it could be a meeting that you missed or something that you should have done and you didn't do it. Write it down and make sure you don't do it. Don't keep making that same mistake. Because you know what? What's good about writing it down? Things float around in our head and our lives all the time. We're not even conscious of half of the stuff that we're doing. But when you write it down and you commit it to pen and paper, which is still relevant for those of you who are really young, writing things down is still relevant and still powerful. And seeing things in front of you really does help. So visualize the win. Visualize the win. Okay, I started doing that more often, and the wins are coming at me. I'm super excited about it. Visualize the win. What do I need to see as a new client, a new project? What does that look like? Is it a new job? Is it a new opportunity? Visualize, close your eyes and think about what is that? What does that look like? What do you look like? What are you doing in this project? Are you doing something that you're passionate about? Something that you've been wanting to go after for a while? Start to close your eyes and visualize that job, that project, um, that new client. For some of us who are, if we're talking about private lives, sometimes it might be a new partner, not getting rid of your existing partner. I'm married, so I'm not trying to get rid of my existing partner, but I'm talking about some of you who are single. Some of you have to start to visualize what that person looks like, how that person treats you. It's very much the same thing with projects and jobs and opportunities. How does it make you feel to come and show up for this job or this project or working with this type of client? So take 60 seconds right now before you start. 60 seconds, close your eyes, and feel what it will be like to hit your biggest goal. Your biggest goal, whether it's that contract being signed, that successful event, that bank notification for 5 figures or 6 figures. Visualize what that looks like. Visualize how you're going to feel and use that. Start visualizing the win and what you want to go after. Visualizing is very, very important, especially for those of us who are entrepreneurs, or we're juggling a bunch of different businesses or side hustles. Or if you're just looking to accomplish some goals personally, it's important to visualize. It's really important to do that. So that was my Mindset Monday. I figured out I'm going to keep it really quick. Like I said, I didn't even know I was going to be doing this at least a good hour or two ago, but I felt like it was important to hop on here and talk to you about mindset for Mindset Monday. It's really important to adjust it. If you find yourself with negative self talk, you're saying negative things to yourself, you're being negative about accomplishing goals or dreams, stop doing that. Can't do it anymore. Write down your biggest mistake. Make sure you don't do that again. Sometimes seeing it in black and white makes a big difference. Every mistake is really a lesson. Um, Say no to things that are toxic, that make you feel bad, that make you sick, that no longer serve you. Start saying no to those things. Okay. Visualize those wins. All right. What does that look like? Start visualizing that. All right, everybody, that's all I got. Deborah Dixon-Anderson here from lightofgoldpr.com. I'll be over at Brooklyn Commons next Thursday hosting their speed networking session. And there'll be a bunch of new workshops and classes that I'll be doing coming up for 2026. Lots of great events and wonderful partnerships. So I wanted to jump on here and say happy Monday, happy Mindset Monday. Hope you're doing well. Just stay blessed, stay encouraged. Know that you can do this. Okay. Whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, it is doable. Okay. I'm also available for calls. Sometimes lots of businesses and individuals reach out to me. They want to schedule some time just to talk something through, or if they want to learn more about why they're not, why certain things aren't working. Definitely feel free to get some time on my schedule. I'm doing them in 15-minute increments now. Or if you just need help with your business, feel free to reach out to me. So go lightofgoldpr.com or goldwellnesscircle.com. That's our wellness arm. We're going to be doing our meditation calls again soon. So everyone take care. Have a blessed day. I'm sorry, I went over 10 minutes, 12 minutes, but some of you kept jumping in, so I figured I'd stay a little bit long. This is still shorter than my regular live, which is 30 minutes to an hour. So I'm going to hop off now. Take care. Have a blessed day. God bless. See you soon. Bye-bye. Happy Mindset Monday. Bye.